Aloha! Welcome, everyone. And if you don't know where you're at, we are the Center for Spiritual Living here in Kapa'a, Kauai, in the beautiful state of Hawaii. So, we are here to celebrate our oneness today. And we are sending out our message not only just here with this wonderful group of people here, but it's going out live stream all over the world. So aloha and welcome to CSL, Kauai. And Centers for Spiritual Living follows the truth that were revealed by the mystics, the great mystics of the past, and by the teachings of Ernest Holmes through the science of mind. This teaching tells us that we can change our lives by changing our thinking about ourselves and others and the world. We are individual expressions of the one power and the presence, and we're here to remind each other about who and what we are. We are love-filled, powerful, and we unite in our truth of oneness. So, what I know is that there's some new people here in this room. You want to raise your hands? New people? And there are some new people watching us online today. And we know something about these new people. And we're not going to keep it a secret, are we? Okay, let's tell them what we know about them. You are magnificent. And we know that about them because we know it about ourselves. And let's affirm that together. I am magnificent. And let's share this with our neighbors near and far. You are magnificent. You are magnificent. And our musicians, Kyle Labenz and Luis Padilla, they are magnificent.
Get on the highway, looking for adventure. Yeah, whatever comes our way. Yeah, yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace. Fire all your guns in one set, explode in space like a true nature's child. And we were born to be wild. We can climb so high, I never wanna die. Born to be wild, born to be wild. Sure.
Born to be wild. But born to be wildly full of love, and that's who and what we are right here, right now, at this very moment. And knowing that peace is spreading throughout our country, throughout the world at this very moment. As we wake up to our magnificence, I claim that peace, love, and joy are throughout this center and throughout the world. And so it is.
Yeah, darling, gonna make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace. Fire all your guns in one set, explode into space like a true nature's child. Yeah, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high, I never wanna die. You guys know the words? Born to be wild. Hi, good morning.
Mahalo, mahalo. So you may be asking yourself, why is Roseanne standing up here and where are the Revs? Well, the Revs are having an amazing adventure in Waikiki, Waikiki Beach. Now, this was not expected and planned because Rev Rita had a little adventure with her eye, and she had to fly quickly over to Honolulu. And yesterday she had some surgery, and everything is wonderful. And she has to stay there for 3 days. And so Rev Patrick and Rev Rita are having fun on Waikiki Beach, although she has to keep her head down to heal. So she'll have fun. Maybe she can lay on the beach with her head down. So we've stepped in to be the ones in charge, and I guess we can do it. So at this time, I would like to invite our practitioner of the day, Reverend Dr. Peggy, up, and she's going to do a peace meditation as I light the peace candle.
Good morning, everybody. So we are in a world right now that, by all appearances, seems to be troubled. And I know that right where we are, right within us, is that perfect peace and that perfect center point and still point. And so as we become those pillars of peace, we are able to then spread that out through the world. So our work here is important. So I invite you to just take this time to go within, to breathe deeply, and to move into that still point, that place that can never be disturbed, never harmed, that very inner place, that inner sanctuary where spirit expresses itself through you. So we join together in that silence. With every breath we take, we breathe that breath of life. We recognize and know that breath of life is also breathing us. And that this energy, this power, this truth, this source is called by many names, but I know it is God. And that energy of God, of love, of wholeness, of peace, indwells me and indwells each one of us here and throughout the universe. This love, this energy, this power, this wisdom permeates all of life, wherever it may be. And each of us is an expression of that life. Each of us is an expression of that peace, that power, that love, that good. And so we breathe that in and we come more and more aware of the source of all of our good, so that we may express that good wherever we are. That the great adventure of life is the adventure of standing as peace, the adventure of standing as love, the adventure of standing as good wherever we go, wherever we are. We are encouraged and sustained and supported by one another. We are encouraged, sustained, and supported by the still small voice that whispers, "Peace, be still," within our inner ear and our hearts. And so today, on this day of all days, we know that that energy moves out like circles on a pond throughout the planet, throughout the universe, and that each of those little drops of water making those circles make a difference. So I claim this and I accept it. And I also know that along with that peace comes wholeness. And the wholeness, that divine pattern of perfection that lives and moves and has its being in and through each of us. And most especially, let's think of Rita today as that wholeness is expressing through her. And to know that we are all richly and abundantly blessed by all God's good. In every moment of every day, our needs are met and fulfilled. And all of our relationships are whole and loving. And so with gratitude, I give thanks for this time, for this energy, for this source of all good, for these words today as I release them into the mind and heart, the love and law of the one God. And we join together in agreement by saying, "And so it is."
I Kaua'i I Wahana I ke aluia Holomua I ke aluia Wahana I ke aluia Holomua I ke aluia Lau hoi mai na va'a Pai aku I kaina Lau hoi mai na va'a Pai aku I kaina Together I ke hoi I hoi I ke hoi I hoi I ke He lau lima puka ko He lau lima puka ko Au holono Kaua'i, Kaua'i, Elohim mai na va'a Pai aku I kaina Elohim mai na va'a Pai aku I kaina Sing with me, Ikeka Kaua'i, Kaua'i, keep this going. Kaua'i, Kaua'i, don't stop. Elohim mai na va'a Pai aku I kaina Elohim mai na va'a Pai aku I kaina Ikeka I Kaua'i Kaua'i, Ikeka. You guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kyle. Am I on? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'd like to invite up Reverend Dr. Peggy Price so that we can stump the minister with a very, very experienced one. Yes. Oh, I'm Reverend Diane Decker. Aloha, everyone. Who's that? The talk title today, the theme for the month is adventure. Who knows what the Revs had in mind with that, right?
Yeah,
but we did get to be born to be wild this morning, so that was part of it, I'm sure. What do you think of as a living adventure, Dr. Peggy?
Well, you know, I think getting up every morning can be an adventure, don't you? And just going through our day. But as I was thinking about this, what I was thinking was that there really is a deeper level to that whole idea of life as an adventure. Of course, we all have things that we want to experience in life and places we want to go and things that we want to do. And I always think of adventure like Indiana Jones, you know. And once in a while, those adventures end up in a snake pit, and you got to figure out how to get out. But most of life, I think, is if you're willing to risk, you're going to have some wonderful adventures. That's going to happen, and I think it doesn't happen without some risk. But there's a deeper level of that, and I think that's the adventure. When we find this teaching, and when we begin to discover, as our theme last month was commitment, that we make a deeper commitment to being loving and to being peaceful and to being whole in our consciousness and our awareness. And that's a huge adventure. You know, loving doesn't come without risk. And sometimes when we ask ourselves, what would love do in this moment, we might not get a real sweet, loving violin answer. But we also find that adventure, I think, as we venture out to be and to show up as love in the world, then the feedback we get is generally also loving, right? And the same as we show up to be peace in the world. It's not always that easy to be peaceful, is it? But it's an adventure to commit to that and to live as peace. So I think those are the deeper adventures, and for you there might be, in a quiet moment this week, a time to look at your own idea of what that deeper adventure might be. But that's what I think.
Thank you, Dr. Peggy.
You're welcome. Reverend Diane Decker.
No, don't go away.
Oh.
I'd love
Yeah,
for
we
you to
have an
do the
affirmation.
affirmation, and you have it right there.
I got it
okay?
right there.
All right.
So here's our affirmation for the month. It is, I am living a powerful and loving adventure. How's that? Would like to repeat that with me twice? I am living a loving and powerful adventure. I said it backwards. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I am living a powerful and loving adventure. There, we did it both ways. Good. Thank you.
All right, so I have a special song, but it's also, well, in 6 days, it's Reverend Rita's birthday. So we do have a cake here today,
Thank you, Kyle.
which was, made before the surprise, her adventure to Oahu. And so the cake will be for later to have, to share. And but let's sing happy birthday to her.
Absolutely.
Also, for me personally, not to take away from Reverend Rita, but it is my brother Blake's birthday today. So, he's on Oahu, and I was hoping they're all on Oahu, right? They're partying without us. It's not cool. Nah. But yes, it's my brother's birthday, so happy birthday to my brother. If he'll see this, I'll try to get him to watch this. But we can, if you want to fit in Blake and Rev Rita, up to you. However you want to sing it. I don't want to upset anybody. Tomorrow is your birthday? Anybody else? Anybody else's birthday? Just saying hello. It's also Shaquille O'Neal's birthday today. It's Shaquille O'Neal's birthday. All right, let's sing happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rev Rita and Blake. Happy birthday to you. One more time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Rev Rita and Blake. Happy birthday to you. And you. Patrick is not here to say it, so I'll say it for him. Yet another tune that I've learned or tried to learn, so if you know the words, please sing along. Born free, as free as the wind blows, as free as the grass grows, born free to follow your heart. Live free, and beauty surrounds you. The world still astounds you each time you look at the stars. Stay free, but no walls divide you. You're free as the roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, life is worth living, but only worth living 'cause you're born free. stay free when no walls divide you. You're free as the roaring tide, so there's no need to hide. Born free, life is worth living. Only worth living 'cause you're born free. Born free.
Kyle LeBenz, Luis, mahalo. Mahalo. Let's see, where are we? We're in a Center for Spiritual Living in Kauai. Is life good or what? Oh my goodness. Before I begin my message, I'd like to share with you part of a letter that we all received from the community spiritual leader of Worldwide Centers for Spiritual Living, Reverend Dr. Edward Viljoen. And I'd just like to share that with all of us so you know what's going on in our organization. It's called A Call to Prayer. We are concerned about war's impact on life, families, children, habitats, and ecosystems on which we all depend. The current war in Europe brings to our attention the recent daily themes of the season for nonviolence. Did you know we were in the midst of the season for nonviolence? Harmony, friendliness, respect, and generosity, and rightly causes us to question if our spiritual work is having a beneficial impact on the world. We believe that it does, based on our teaching that consciousness is cause. Therefore, in light of what is happening, we feel called to reinforce our spiritual practices and affirm our support of and advocacy for peace everywhere. We invite you to join Centers for Spiritual Living spiritual leader Dr. Edward Viljoen in a daily devotional at 6 a.m. Pacific time to light a candle as a symbol of commitment to keeping our hearts open to love, our trust open to peaceful resolution of conflict, and our minds open to the guidance of a power greater than we are. We stand with people everywhere who are standing for peace and protesting violence. We stand with people everywhere who are praying for all leaders and all governments. We stand with people everywhere who dare to grieve the use of violence as a means to attain dominance and economic insecurity. Touches your heart, doesn't it? Touches my heart. We call you to join us with affirmative prayers, vigils, meditations, and hymns of peacemaking. And we call you to reaffirm your trust in the power that these tools have to help mend feelings of helplessness and contribute towards peace in the world. Live the Adventure was Reverend Rita and Patrick's title for today, and that made me think of laughter and joy. But laughter and joy are not easy during these uncertain and stressful times we are navigating. We sang a beautiful chant this morning, Ike Ka. Kyle, would you explain what those words mean, please?
Sure. So, in short, I ended up working with Kauai Government Employee Federal Credit Union, right? And they changed their name to Kauai Federal Credit Union, so they don't use my commercial anymore. But I wrote the song with the help of my brother, whose birthday is today.
Happy birthday, Blake.
He speaks the Hawaiian language, so he helped me kind of put together something about working together, because that's the slogan of the credit union. And so working together, naturally, the song kind of just came about with this phrasing that he gave me. It's E lauhoi mai na va'a, Paiaku ika aina. Together, we all paddle and we reach the shore. If someone's not paddling, you're not going to reach the shore, right? It's going to slow everyone down. So the whole idea of working together, even like all the other words, it's all just different ways of saying, together we're going to do this. If we all work together, the task will be done. So it is kind of redundant if you understand the Hawaiian language. But it's purposeful because look at where we are in the world today. We still need to hear it over and over again. And it's still not sinking into everyone. So when we have you chanting, which is, you guys are awesome with, bless you, Ike ka, ika hoi, ike ka. Think about that. That's a palindrome. Forward and backwards, it's the same thing. And all it is Ike ka, bail water out of the canoe.
We got some water to bail right now,
Let's get
don't
rid
we?
of some of this. This is bad, right? We need to get rid of that. Ika hoi, keep paddling.
Okay, keep paddling.
So you guys are helping the world bail its water, right? And paddle towards our accomplishments, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, ike ka, ika hoi, ike ka. It's so beautiful the way that you folks sing it as a harmony to e lauhoi maina va'a. Together, we paddle. Paiaku ika aina. Everybody knows the word aina, right?
Yeah.
We reach the shore.
We reach the shore by
So-
paddling together and bailing together. Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, we appreciate your words, your songsmithing, and your bringing that meaning to us. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Spirit created each and every one of us with an overflowing capacity for joy. And yet we have the very human tendency of getting caught up in what's going on in the world, and we forget to engage this essential aspect of our divine nature. Yes? Yes. Healing ourselves, our mind, our body, our heart, our spirit, is one of the biggest reasons that we all come together to study metaphysics. Like all things we think are important, we take it very seriously. We watch our self-talk, we observe our thoughts, we try to change our beliefs, and we work at it. But we need to play at it as well. We need to play at it, we need to laugh, we need to have fun, we need to express the joy of spirit as well, even when we're going through challenging times. Joy brings a lightness to our lives that facilitates healing on a whole new level. And so I hope, Reverend Rita, you're having some joy in Waikiki. Let's explore the role of laughter in helping us reveal who we really are. According to the Mayo Clinic, stress has a serious impact both on our mental health and on our physical health. It can change our state of mind and contribute to anxiety and irritability and lack of motivation and sense of overwhelm. I don't know about you, but these are things that I experience in my life as a result of all that we've been navigating over the last couple of years. It has a profound effect on our body by causing fatigue and sleep issues, maybe chest pain, headaches, tension, and it blocks our ability to experience joy, which then causes more stress. What thought, belief, or habit might you have that contributes to your stress? I know for me, when I get stressed, I take on, it's not mine, I'm not going to own it. I take on anxiety and overwhelm. I think there's so much to do and so much to think about, and I have to do something about all of it, and I can't possibly do it. And then my blood pressure goes up, and my chest hurts, and my head hurts, and I can't sleep. Anybody experience this? Am I alone in this? Okay, all right. How can I change this thought to support my health, to support my happiness? What can I do? Turning our attention to what is mine to do. What can I do? This past week, we were watching Bruce Lipton on a film, and he reminded me of an old saying. If you want to see change and peace in the world, start in your own backyard. And so I want to share with you the benefit of starting right where you are with what you have to create peace in the world, because that's where we're all focused right now, right? To create health in your world, start in your own backyard. Does anybody here know about my backyard? There's a few people here who know about my backyard, and my backyard is a place of healing and solace for Sue and I, and it is not just a place of soothing, but it's also a place to get in the soil, grow the vegetables, and go out there and snip a bowl of fresh lettuce and kale and arugula and goodies and onions and all that good stuff and throw it in a salad and eat it. Oh my goodness, that is so good for my soul to be able to pick dinner. What a blessing that is. And that's how I started in my backyard to restore my health, was by doing that every day, getting out there barefoot on the ground a little bit every day so that I can connect with this part of the world that is mine. At least I think it's mine. I pretend it's mine. I make the payment every month. I think it's mine. But, it's not mine. It belongs to everyone. The earth belongs to everyone. And each one of us has a postage stamp, at least, of a world that is theirs. And they can start in their backyard. You can start in your backyard. What does the science of mind teach about all these things that we go through? It teaches that we heal thoughts, not people. So when someone comes for prayer, when Reverend Rita called me yesterday and said, treat, I wasn't healing Reverend Rita. I was healing the thought that there was something wrong with her, that there was something that needed to be done now. The world takes care of all that other stuff. A practitioner knows the truth that as a spiritual being, there's not a thing wrong with us. We are whole, perfect, and complete right here, right now, always will be, always have been. And so centered in the truth that Rita is whole, perfect, and complete, her surgery was a breeze, and she says she's right in the flow, recovering easily. And so grateful for that, aren't we? Yes? Yes. We are never really sick in spirit. We are never really stressed in spirit. We are never really anything except perfection in spirit. It's important that we look directly at the causes of our stress, though, so that we can make changes in our thinking. It's the ways that we live our lives that will allow us to reveal the wholeness of who we are. It does very little good to affirm wholeness and joy if we are overworking and worrying ourselves to sickness. Real change supports real healing, and this may require the services of a practitioner, a licensed practitioner who is a spiritual counselor trained in healing prayer. Rita knew to call for treatment, and I want each and every one of you to know that you can call for treatment anytime. My door is always open to you. Yes? Yes, okay. The body can't heal without play, the mind cannot heal without laughter, and your soul cannot heal without joy. That was Catherine Fenwick. Norman Cousins in 1964 was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder, degenerative arthritis of his spine and all the connective tissues. Can you imagine the pain he must have been in? And at that time, there was not much that the medical community could do for someone with those kinds of autoimmune sufferers. And he was really struggling. He decided to do an experiment because he knew the power of the mind to heal the body, that he decided to experiment on himself, and he created his own treatment plan of laughing every day, having fun every day. And he healed himself. The markers for inflammation went down. He found that if he watched a great movie and laughed for 2 hours a day, he could get 2 hours of peaceful sleep. He found that there was a direct result between what he was entertaining in his mind and his heart and what was going on in his body. And this is true for all people everywhere. We all have this ability in us to make a change within our own body and within what we put out into the world. Sometimes we are best served by seeking change on an energetic level in order to release some kind of harmful pattern. How can we embody shifts in thought and behavior even more deeply? Belly laugh, perhaps? Laugh with me. Just do it. Just do it. And now just take a moment and feel the energy in the room. It just went, woo! Yes, yes. Suppose that we consider spirit as water. Just for illustration, we think of spirit as being water. Okay, Yin? You with me? Okay. We are in this sea of spirit. We are surrounded by it. And just like water, when we bring our thought and we create what we experience in our life, it's as if we are making water ice. And we see ice in all these different forms and shapes and colors, and it shows up in our lives in all these thought forms that our spirit consolidated into what we think it is. But just as easily, we can heat it up by raising our energy. Laugh, please. Laugh. We can raise our energy and melt those forms away until it becomes steam. And we rise to a higher vibration and bring that out into the world in a way that we haven't before. In this way, we can bring spirit into form and we can release what has shown up in our life and bring something new in. And we can do this with laughter, yes? Okay. Laughing swaps out the cortisol that gets stuck in our bloodstream when we're stressed out. It swaps it out for brain chemicals like dopamine and oxytocin and endorphins. You can do that just by laughing, just by playing, just by enjoying life. You can heal your body of the stress that we take on when we get so heavy. Whether it's laughter yoga, stand-up comedy, a good movie, or a chat with your funniest friend, laughter really is an amazing medicine. Oh, how often do we laugh, really laugh? Laugh, really laugh. How often? Often? Not often. Not often. I am so blessed to live with the funniest friend in the world. I get to laugh every day, and sometimes it's first thing in the morning. Look at my hair. Oh, we get to laugh every day. And in this way, we can make it permanent in our bodies. We can make it permanent in us. Oh, my goodness. This week, let's explore the profoundly supporting aspects of adventure. There, I said it, adventure. That was for you, Rita and Patrick. The supportive aspects of joy and laughter and play, let's explore that in our own lives. And I encourage you to find something that gets you laughing every day. See how it changes you when you're experiencing the uplift of laughter. I invite you to take a look at those stress-inducing aspects of your life, the places where we're stuck and trying to make something happen, and look around. Where can I do something? Where can I just laugh about this whole thing and then come to it from a new energetic perspective? There's probably one habit, one thought, one belief that came to mind immediately when I asked you if there's some stressor in your life, if there's some thought or belief. And we can shift that with the support of spiritual practice, with the support of laughter and play. to bring our health, our mind, our heart, our body into alignment with all that Spirit is, and bring that forth for the week. Shall we do that? One more time, laugh. Okay, and now I'd like to seal this message with a spiritual mind treatment. I love closing the message in prayer, and so if you'll just close your eyes gently for a moment and allow yourself to feel the ever-present, infinitely available, one power, one presence, one love that is God. And call it forth into your very being. Because it's already there. We're just bringing our awareness there now. Knowing that this power is in and through everything seen and unseen, I open my eyes now to see that it is right where I am. It lives and moves and has its very being as an expression of who I am. And so in this moment, I know that God is right where I am. Knowing this is true for everyone, that God is everywhere present, I know that it is in and through everyone here present today. Everyone within the sound of my voice is whole, perfect, and complete. They are expressing the love of God. They are in the flow of good that is God. And so in this moment, I speak this word for more joy, more freedom, more love, more adventure, allowing life to live us to the fullest, and releasing anything unlike that divine pattern of perfection from our experience. Thoughts easily shift and melt away as they come forth into new forms according to our thought. I know that the body is healed in this moment as the divine flow of energy moves in and through every cell of the body. I know that loving relationships are a fact for us now as we vibrate at the higher level of love that is Spirit. I give thanks that right where I am and right where we are, the love of God is moving through us on purpose, bringing us to our right livelihood, allowing us to express in the world in the way only we can. And as we do so, the magnificent flow of abundance is moving in and through us as we give and receive, we receive and we give, and the energy of God is everywhere, moving us to a greater yet to be. And so in this moment, I give thanks for that. I know that it's already happened in the mind of God. It is done. And so I release my word to the law of mind and spirit, allowing it to do the work as we show up at a higher vibration of being, embracing the world and creating peace in our own backyards, creating love in our own backyards, creating well-being and abundance in our own backyards. Knowing that it is done, feeling the prayer complete, I release my word to the law of mind and spirit. It does the perfect work. It brings it forth. And we get to show up and watch with wonder as life unfolds in the most magnificent way. This day forward, life is different, folks. You in? And so it is.
Wow. Give it up for Rev D. Wow. Okay, this is our special time of collection, of giving, and sharing, and knowing if you've been touched by the messages that are given every Sunday, especially today, coming from Rev D, and knowing that the Revs, Rita and Patrick, are in Honolulu watching and celebrating with us the truth. So as we start our collection, I have something to, an affirmation, to know that divine love consecrates my gift. It goes out to heal, prosper, and bless, and it returns to me multiplied abundantly. Malama team.
All that I am all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. All that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all. I lift up my hands now, I open my heart. My gratitude goes out to everything near and far, and all that I am, all that I see, all that I've been, and all that I'll ever be. It's a blessing, it's so amazing, and I'm grateful for it all.
And so we give thanks for these beautiful gifts and for each of the beautiful beings who have given them. We know that this community is abundant in all ways, and that as these gifts go forth out into the world, they provide so much good, not only for this center here, but for our community and the world beyond. And therefore, we are so grateful for each and every one who's given today. And so it is. Amen.
Okay, it's time for children. Do we have children today?
Oh.
No children. I know we have some young spirits in this room. So, yay, and blessing to the children. Even though they're not here, let's say the blessing anyway, because they are all over the world. And there is a baby. Okay, great. So, let's bless the children. You are amazing. You are perfect. You are magnificent. And we love you. And I'm going to ask Reverend Diane to come back up and give all of the announcements, which are a lot of them.
We don't do a lot of announcements here, do we? I think I have a mic. Am I on?
Yes. Sorry.
Okay, I am. Thank you, though. It's not on? Let me see what I can hear you. Now I'm on? Now I'm on. There's a secret button on my back. The 4 agreements will be a 4-week workshop that begins Wednesday, March 30th, April 6th, April 13th, and it'll be from 6 to 8 p.m. The cost is $100. The books just arrived. I saw Peggy putting them out this morning, and so that's happening. Lolita's game night is tonight. See Angela or Emma? Yeah? Yes? Bring desserts, everybody. It's going to be fun. 6 o'clock tonight? 3 o'clock. Okay. They usually don't let me do the announcements for this very reason. 3 o'clock. Adults only, bring a dessert to share. Our new members celebration will be Sunday, March 20th. If you have been thinking about becoming a new member, talk to Angela, get an application, just consider it. And we would love to celebrate you as a member of our Ohana here at CSL Kauai. Spiritual Cinema, Friday, March 25th at 6 o'clock, Miracle Mornings. You know what? Before we get to the very end of the month, I want to remind everybody that since the Revs are in Waikiki, we will not be able to have the Healing Circle this week, this Tuesday. And the last spiritual economics class will not be happening on Wednesday, but they are postponed. So please hold that in your heart and change your schedules if you were planning to be here on Tuesday or Wednesday evening. There's a bunch of other stuff, but I think we're going to wait till the end of the month for the end of the month to happen, and so laugh with me, please. Okay. And then I do want to remind you, though, to please recycle the menus, the programs. They stay the same through the month. Yes? You can keep it for the whole month and then recycle it. How's that? And you can also leave it here. I want to know that Kyle is singing an amazing closing song for us, and then we will do our thank yous and our goodies and all that stuff. Are we having cake afterwards?
We are having cake.
We're having birthday cake afterwards, so grab a piece.
Chocolate.
Celebrate Reverend Rita and Blake. Yes.
And Shaq.
And Shaq. Okay. And anyone else who has a March birthday, so.
Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. People done gone crazy. People done gone mad. People done forgot the superpowers we all have. We were born to love, not hate. We can decide our fate. Look for good in everyone. Celebrate all our mistakes. There's a silver lining. We still have to find it. Look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. One more time, come on. Look for the good in everything. Yeah. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good, hey. Look for the good, ha ha. Look for the good in everyone.
Well, I'm looking for the good in everyone, and I see it all right here in front of me. Wow, the good in everyone right here, and the good in Rev Rita and Rev Patrick on Oahu and having their little adventure, but it's all good. And I want to give a lot of mahalos, thank yous to, number one, to Sue Buckley and the Malama team, and to Kiana Ka'ahanui. And oh my gosh, can the camera show the floral arrangement? Oh, Kiana, wonderful. And I'd like to especially thank Reverend Diane Decker for your beautiful message today. That was, I think, touched all of us. Oh, Roseanne Jones, who the heck is she? Well, I'll just give her a thanks for doing whatever she did. Reverend Dr. Peggy Price, thank you so much. Aloha. And the tech team. That means Rob Jones and Jonathan Lee. Kyle Benz and Luis Padilla. Mahalo for the gift you give every week. Ron Stover and Leslie David for hospitality. Charles Wolfert, he's a board member on duty, and I think he's also the person who cut the chocolate cake that we're going to enjoy. Peggy Jerry in the bookstore, Kiana again for the floral arrangement, Janice Perez, who is our youth director, and Beth Levin, the youth group assistant, and to Angela, our angel in-house. That's Angela Phillips, our administrator, who is there with a smile every single day. Mahalo, Angela. So I just want to say one more thing. As we leave and walk out the door, enjoy your chocolate cake, but know that this service is just amazing and perfect in every way. And so go home and enjoy. Take this with you. And I know peace and safety for each one of you.
Everybody laugh. Come on. Everyone is nature. Everyone is God. Everyone is love and light and vibration. Look for the good. Look for the good. Everyone gets mad sometimes. Maybe they should. Look for the good. Look for the good. Yeah, look out for all the heroes in your neighborhood. Look for the good. Look for the good. Life sure would be sweeter if everybody would look for the good in everything. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good in everyone. Come on. Look good. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everything and everyone. Look for the people who will set your soul free. It always seems impossible until it's done. Look for the good. Look for the good. Look for the good in everyone.